for Malden. Number 5, Adam Namir. Number 12, Chance Path. Number 14, Waleed Hussein. Number 17, Dante Bell. Number 21, Salah Boam. Number 23, Yaya Arafat. Number 24, Ishmael El Balawam. Number 25, Wisner Etienne. Number 35, Chelsea Marvin Desgazonis. And in net for the Golden Tornadoes, number 15, Paulo Linares. And now the starting lineup for your Somerville Highlanders. Number 3, Marcos Pineda Perez. Number 4, Jacob Medrano. Number 5, Pasquale Candelino. Number 6, Ben DiCarlo. Number 12, Reese Tierney. Number 13, Matthew Costa. Number 14, Leo Fash. Number 15, Joseph Giordano. Number 16, Luke Avakian. And in net, wearing number 19, Zach Gordon.
Hello and welcome to Somerville Highlander Boys Lacrosse on Somerville Ed TV. I am Todd Harmon, and today the Highlanders continue their GBL schedule, hosting the Golden Tornadoes of Malden. As Malden comes in with an overall 0-3 record, they are 0-1 in the GBL. Highlanders 1-4 overall, 1-1 in the GBL, as their lone victory came against Revere earlier this season. Highlanders looking for their second GBL victory. Malden might be where they will find it, as they swept the Golden Tornadoes last year, 13-4 in one meeting, 10-3 in their meeting over in Malden. So the Highlanders have the opportunity today to get another GBL victory, get another win towards that hopeful playoff run. But first 5 games of the season, losing for the first 5, that is a difficult task that they have set themselves up for. Highlanders shorthanded today after what can only be called a chippy experience against Cambridge. Between those two teams, the border battle turned into a literal battle, it appears, as the Highlanders have several players suspended for the first half, others suspended for the full game. So we'll get to see a couple players out there normally not getting starts. Leo Fash, number 14, a young sophomore, will be out there. Luke Avakian as well, sophomore also, number 16. They are getting starts, normally not in the starting lineup, but who is in the starting lineup for the Highlanders? Ben DiCarlo, as well as Pasquale Candelino. As DiCarlo and Candelino, two extremely important players for this team. Candelino, 8 points in the 2 games that we have covered here on Somerville Ed TV. So Candelino knows how to put it into the back of the net. He is the lone position playing senior. Highlanders also have Zach Gordon as a senior back in the net. In the net for the Golden Tornadoes is Paulo Linares, and we are about to get underway here as the Highlanders will be given possession right off the bat instead of the full face-off, as Marcos Pineda Perez, after the violation by Waleed Hussein for Medford, or Malden, I should say. Get the M-Towns all mixed up. Malden fans very mad at me for that. So Highlanders working the ball around. Shot from the outside. And Matt Costa puts it right by Linares. as he bounced it by his right knee into the back of the net. Great job there by Matt Costa.
Somerville goal, number 13, Matthew Costa.
Talk about the rules of lacrosse, 12-minute quarters. Clock stops after a scored goal. 3 midfielders, 3 defensive players, 3 forward players. The midfielders can play anywhere on the field. Forward players can play in the midfield area as well as the attacking zone. Defenders stay in the defending zone or in the midfield area. As we have another face-off here, Marcos Pineda-Perez battling for it there. He's done an excellent job with face-offs so far this year for the Highlanders as the ground ball continues to thwart. Highlanders finally pick it up as Jacob Medrano is able to get that, and he breaks into the attacking zone, got the opportunity, tries to whip that off into the X position, and that's where Candelino will pick it up for the Highlanders. That area behind the goalie's net, that's called the X. That's where a lot of attack comes from, as you see Pasquale Candelino coming right out of X and putting that one into the back of the net as he adds to his goal total, his team-leading goal total this year with his first goal of the contest. Highlanders lead this one 2-0 right off the bat here.
Somerville score, number 5, Pasquale Candelino.
Candelino has been the offensive drive for the Highlanders so far this year. So he had a hat trick in their opener against Northeast Metropolitan, and then 5 goals in their victory over Revere. Face off once again, Hussein versus Pineda-Perez. You can see how important winning these face-offs are. If you think about it kind of as a basketball game, if you can win the face-off consistently in a high percentage, that is a lot of make it and take it opportunities as the Highlanders get 2 goals right off the bat. Costa gets that checked out of his cross. Good check there by number 24, El Balawan. As El Balawan back into the attacking zone, or I should say into the attacking zone for the first time, as Malden gets on to the attack. Out of bounds, this will go over to the Highlanders. In terms of out of bounds, an errant pass that goes out of bounds, that goes over to the other team. The team that touched it last loses the possession. On an errant shot that goes out of bounds, whichever team has a player closest to the ball where it went out of bounds will get the possession. As that was attempted to be passed back to that X position behind the Highlander goal to Ben DiCarlo. Whistle sound. And Malden will get it as DiCarlo called for the push-off. So Malden now will get their first opportunity offensively as Chance Path has it. Back in that X position, Ben DiCarlo, that big cross, that long cross, trying to check that out of his cross. As Path, top of the slot, fires that one and puts it home as Gordon screened off by the defenders and offensive players in front of him, and Chance Path found a path to the goal. So he came right off at the top of the slot and was able to put that one by
Malden goal,
Zach Gordon.
12, Chance Path.
So Path has cut the Highlander lead in half. Implied rhymes everywhere there. Face off here. Highlanders with a 2-1 lead. See the importance once again of face-offs as Hussein facing off versus Pineda-Perez. Pineda-Perez trying to get down there and get that ground ball. Push-off is going to be the call. That's going to go against Hussein. Highlanders will get the possession. So the Highlanders have won 3 of the first 4 face-offs. Looking to cash this one in as Matt Costa brings it into the attacking zone. Costa getting the opportunity to start and show what he can do in this game. He's already got a goal as he's getting more playing time. Candelino behind the net now at that X position, spins. He's defended by Dante Bell. Nice job there by Bell, keeping Candelino from making the turn in. In terms of checking with the cross, you can check. You can bang the opponent's cross. You can bang their arms as well. As you can see right there, Costa got it knocked away for a moment. Candelino able to pick it up as Bell was able to knock it out for a moment. Now Candelino fires that one, and that's a beautiful shot by Pasquale. as he's right there in the slot, puts it right over the left shoulder of Paulo Linares. And he's got 2 in the game. Highlanders lead by 2. 3-1 is your score.
Somerville score number 5, Pasquale Candelino.
Candelino showing why he's the Highlanders' leading scorer. 9:43 remaining here in the first quarter. Early scoring going on here between these two GBL teams. As the ground ball now being bandied about, Highlanders pick it up. Nice job there by Reese Tierney. Another Highlander getting more playing time, along with Medrano bringing it into the attacking zone. As Medrano now, he's got the forehand shot, takes that one, bounces it by the net. You see the value of having somebody at that X position, though. Highlanders keep the possession, as Candelino was closest to it when it went out of bounds. Fakes the pass to the cutting Medrano in front of the net. As Candelino gets it back to the top of the slot. That's Costa. Costa defended by Hussein. Gets a screen. He's going to run reverse of that screen. Try a little ground ball that time. Highlanders will keep control. As Candelino once again able to be closest. So they have it out wide, goal line extended. That's Medrano. Medrano now breaking in. He's going to take the long shot. Fires that one. Good block there by Linares. Candelino is going to chase that over, grab the ground ball. Bell overran it. Thought it was going to get out of bounds. He's got to get back into play. Candelino looking to take advantage as that long cross is out of his way. He's got it. Fires a tough angle shot. Comes off the crossbar. Weak side rebound picked up by Tierney. Tierney will get it back to X. Highlanders keeping the possession, leading by 2. Tried to find Medrano right in the middle. Couldn't quite get it in the cross. There's Medrano with the shot. Bounded off a defender and off of the far post of the goal. Highlanders, though, able to collect it. So once again, Costa now bringing it into the attacking zone. The attacking zone begins at that 30-yard line, football 30-yard line. You've got to establish yourself there. But then once you've established yourself there in the attack, you've got all the way to midfield, the football 50-yard line, to play with in terms of room. As Medrano now trying to find something through this. It's like a man-to-man, no, zone defense going on here. Candelino, no, they are in straight-up man. Bell continuing to follow Candelino everywhere he goes. It's Candelino now. Spinning away from Bell, splits the defenders, gets to the slot, fires that shot. It gets defended, blocked away. One of the defenders, I think number 5, Adam Namir, was able to get that one. That one's into the back of the net. Great attack there. Reese Tierney, I believe, is who got that one as he drove in on the near side and put it right behind Linares.
Somerville score number 12, Reese Tierney.
Reese Tierney, freshman on this team, gets the goal. Highlanders will bring in Oliveira. Battling here for the face-off once again. Malden looks to pick it up, and they're able to. As El Balawan breaks into the attacking zone. El Balawan gets it to the near side here. That is Path. Chance Path, he's the goal scorer for Malden as the Golden Tornadoes trail 4-1. Path being defended by Giordano. Now Path looking to get open, gets around the Highlander defense, looks for the shot, and he finds the back of the net. Highlanders are going to have to keep their eye on number 12, Chance Path, as he puts in the second goal of the game for him. Gets it right past the shoulder of Highlander goalie Zach Gordon.
Malden score number 12, Chance Path.
Path showed his speed coming out from that X position on the far side. Ran past the Highlanders. Looked like the Highlander defense playing a zone there, kind of giving up on chasing him. They've got to keep somebody in front of him as he's gotten the open look at the goal from the top of the slot twice, and he's put it in the back of the net. Highlanders battling here. Kicked ball is going to be the call against Malden. Highlanders will come away. with the face-off, their 5th face-off victory of the first 7 of the game. Medrano now breaks into the attacking zone. Medrano looks to pass it back to that X position where Candelino is encamped. Checks out the defense. Candelino has the opportunity here to find cutters. So get it out to Tierney. Tierney looking to speed past the defense. Loses it out of the cross though. Bell trying to pick it up. Can't quite get the ground ball. And it'll be out of bounds. Last to touch it was Malden, so the Highlanders will get it back. 6:18 remaining here in the first quarter. Highlanders lead this one 4-2. Candelino gets the restart here for the Highlanders. Feeds it to Costa. Costa working against Hussein. Spins away. As Costa breaks in down the slot. Puts that one just wide to the far side. It's Tierney as well as Candelino there to maintain possession for the Highlanders. Malden playing this man-to-man defense. Highlanders have the opportunity to spread their offense wide like you just saw and drive somebody down that slot. Candelino gets a cross to the face. That brings a flag. That's going to be a penalty on Malden. It's going to result in a man advantage for the Highlanders. Candelino fakes, fires. That one, it's deflected wide as Linares was able to get some touch on that one, but the Highlanders now will have the opportunity of the man advantage as Dante Bell will go over to the penalty box, probably be in there for a minute. So the Highlanders have the 6 attackers in the offensive zone against the 5 defenders plus the goalie. Now Malden has to switch up to a zone as well as Medrano feeds it to Costa. Costa here near side to Oliveira. Oliveira, and they couldn't quite get it into the cross. Bad turnover there for the Highlanders as they lose the opportunity to get the man advantage unless they can get a quick turnover here from Malden. Adam Namir will get things started. As Candelino trying to check that out of his cross. Namir using the speed as he gets across towards that attacking zone. He establishes the zone. Whistles sound. And that's going to be a call against Namir as he was holding the cross. Or no, I believe the Highlanders will get the possession here as Namir was holding the cross illegally against the Highlander checks. So now the Highlanders, still with that man advantage, have the opportunity. DiCarlo feeds Candelino right in front of the net, and he's not going to miss. Winds up, gets the pure Hattie. 3 goals here in the first quarter for Pasquale Candelino as he puts it right by Linares. 4:54 remaining in the first quarter. Highlanders lead 5-2.
Solo score number 5, Pasquale Candelino with the assist to Ben DiCarlo.
You see the Golden Tornadoes there in that zone defense having to switch up to the zone due to the man advantage of the Highlanders. We're not really set up in that zone as they collapse down on DiCarlo on the far side of the field. Left Candelino. Can't leave number 5 sitting open there. As the Highlanders come away with the face-off. Great steal there by Pineda Perez. He breaks in. Drops that one off, tried to get it to Reese Tierney, but just couldn't quite connect with him. Now Candelino trying to get to it, but Dante Bell will come away with it. Now Bell, he's got that long cross. He's able to use his speed as well. So he's going to get to the attacking zone. Ball came out of the cross, though, as DiCarlo picks up the ground ball. Now Ben DiCarlo, downfield, spinning away. Loses it out of the cross, picked up by Medrano. Foul's going to be called there. I think DiCarlo's going to get called. You can only check players with the ball. And DiCarlo checked one of the players not holding the ball there. 4:15 remaining here in the first quarter. As Adam Namir with it now on the near side, defended by Jacob Medrano. Namir now back at the X position. Poked away, nice job there. Great defense by Medrano. The midfielder Medrano showing his defensive acumen there, poking that ball out of the cross. Out of bounds, last to touch it, Malden, so the Highlanders will get it. Highlanders in the attacking zone, 3:30 remaining here in the first quarter. Leading 5-2. Pasquale Candelino already 3 goals in this game. Reese Tierney and Matt Costa also scoring goals. As that pass from Costa looking for Medrano. Gets by him. Picked up by the Golden Tornadoes and with some speed, Lucas Baptista, but he loses his footing there. Ball bounding about just outside the attacking zone of Malden. Comes to Medrano, he scoops it forward. Now Costa has a shot at it, but taken away there by Chance Path. Here comes Path, he's the goal scorer for Malden. So he runs right over Ben DiCarlo. And great job there in the goal by Zach Gordon as he just did not let Path get another one behind him. This Path charging right over Ben DiCarlo. I'm curious maybe if that may be what the whistles are about here, but the Highlanders, will see. There we go. The penalty goes to the Highlanders. His Path was called for the charge there. Charge very similar to a basketball charge. Ben DiCarlo had position right there. You can't bowl him over like that. So now, Costa obtains the attacking zone, gets it down to Candelino. Highlanders will set up shop with Candelino back at X. Pasquale already with 3 goals in this game. Feeds it out to Costa. Costa got some speed, looking to get through the slot. Good checking there by Balawan. There's Avakian. Feeds it down to the far side. Switch out at X here. It's Candelino. Highlanders just trying to find a cutter here. You see Costa cutting right down the slot. Candelino thinking about it. Thought about the shot there, but lost it out of his cross, and Bell able to take it away. Dante Bell gets it checked for a moment out of his cross, but he picks it right back up. As Bell bowling into the attacking zone, fires that one as it goes high of the net. And you see there, one shot and done are the Golden Tornadoes, as they didn't have anybody positioned back at X. As in the transition goal attempt there by Dante Bell. Malden out of position, though, to maintain possession. So the Highlanders get the possession back with 1:15 remaining. There's now DiCarlo with it. Feeds it over. Bouncing ball picked up by Costa down to Tierney. So they enter the attacking zone with that pass. Tierney looks to break by his man, falls there, gets checked to the ground. And now Malden on the break here with 50 seconds remaining in the quarter as Path sends that to the near side. Baptista defended closely and DiCarlo comes away with it. DiCarlo excellent with that long cross at picking up ground balls. 33 seconds remaining. Highlanders need to get it downfield as Giordano will get it now. Giordano, though, losing it out of the cross. Looks to pick it up, and he's able to. He establishes the attacking zone with 20 seconds remaining. As Giordano, thinking about shooting with that long cross, fires it, and that's blocked by Linares. 10 seconds left as Tierney picks it up behind the goal, gives it to Candelino. Candelino, the senior, has got 3 goals already. 4 seconds remaining. Fires that one. Comes off the outside of the netting on the far side, and that will do it for the first quarter of play as the Highlanders lead this one 5-2. Goal scorer for the Golden Tornadoes is Chance Path, number 12. Highlanders have 3 goal scorers. Pasquale Candelino already with a hat trick. He's got 3 goals in the first quarter. He's joined by Reese Tierney, the freshman, as well as Matt Costa, a young sophomore, joining the senior captain in the scoring book. Getting underway here in the second quarter. Highlanders leading this one 5-2 against the Golden Tornadoes, looking to double their win total this year. So they only have 1 win so far. Malden a little confused there, started going the wrong way as Hussein picked that one up, and then the turnover over to the Highlanders as Medrano now will break into the attacking zone. There he goes, establishes the attacking zone, and he's able to pull it back out. The Highlanders can set their offense. Just underway here in the second quarter. Highlanders with the 3-goal lead. Pasquale Candelino, huge in that first quarter. 3 goals for the Highlanders. As they try to get it down the pass to Candelino, he was not able to control it. Goes out of bounds. Malden will get it. Dante Bell now. Bell, lots of speed. He moves the ball downfield, tries the long pass. Great job again by Ben DiCarlo. Ben DiCarlo's use of that long cross to pick up ground balls has been superlative so far this game. So he feeds it forward to Medrano. Really difficult. He also has an assist on one of Candelino's goals, as DiCarlo has been excellent. That's going to be an infraction there as Adam Namir gets called for the elbow. He's going to go to the penalty box. Highlanders will have a man advantage for a minute here. Good speed there by Medrano, forcing Namir into a difficult defensive position where he made the foul. Highlanders now with the man advantage. We saw the last time with the man advantage, they were in that zone defense, and in transition, the Highlanders able to score. As Pineda Perez drives in, fires that one. Goes wide to the far side of the net. Highlanders will keep the possession. Candelino brings this one back out. Gets it to Medrano. Medrano looking very nice out there controlling the ball. Another young freshman on this team. As Medrano, though, right as I say that, loses it out of his cross as Bell was able to check it away. There is Ben DiCarlo knocking down that long pass attempt, and he's able to control it again with that long cross. Gets it forward to Costa as Costa now drops it, looking for Pineda Perez. Awkward pass there. Pineda Perez trying to get the ground ball, but El Balawan is battling for it. Pineda Perez had it for a moment, but gets called for the infraction. Either that or he's called for going out of bounds. I think it bounced out of bounds out of Pineda Perez's cross, and that was the call. So now El Balawan. Candelino tried to check the ball out. Now Medrano takes a shot at it, but no. El Balawan passing that one down, looking for Baptista, but Baptista unable to control it. Out of bounds, Highlanders will get it back. Turnovers have really hurt Malden in terms of their numbers of possessions. As DiCarlo feeding Medrano. Medrano, though, let that ball play him a little bit. Nice job hip checking the Golden Tornado out of the way. And now Medrano feeds it up. Tierney now with it. Feeds it back to Medrano. So Medrano sends it back to Candelino at X. Candelino has Tierney cutting. Decides to pass that one off. Instead, he comes here to Costa. Now Costa takes the tough angle shot. Way wide of the net on that one by Matt Costa. Costa, of course, opened the scoring with a big goal from outside. That was more, though, at the top of the slot when he made that goal. Lukavakian checking back into the game. Candelino has it here near side. Unenviable task of Dante Bell, just sticking with number 5 all day long. Candelino thought about spinning away. He will spin back inside now. Double team comes to help. Candelino, top of the slot, fires a long shot. That goes wide and out of bounds, but I believe it's going to go to Malden. As Malden will get it. Malden needs to hurry. As Bell will feed it here near side. Couldn't connect up cleanly. No, Candelino now has the opportunity to pick up the ground ball, and he does. Highlanders get another possession. As they get back into the attacking zone, Candelino fires that one from way outside, just wide of the net to the near side. Again, you notice the read there by the senior Candelino. He saw that he had Tierney at the X position, so why not wing that shot? You miss every shot you don't take. Highlanders keep the possession as Tierney tries to feed the cutter. That was Avakian. Got by him, but Candelino cleans it up. Candelino feeds Pineda Perez, but Pineda Perez loses it out of the cross. Now here near side, Costa will pick it up. Good job by Costa grabbing the ground ball. Costa with the shot, kick save, and a beauty there by Paulo Linares. Highlanders keep the possession. Tierney was back there. He'll get the restart. Tierney feeds it back to X to Candelino. Three goals in the game so far for Candelino. You can see Malden has changed up defensively. They're looking for double teams. Anytime Candelino has got that ball on the cross, you see 25 right there hanging out looking for the double team. Candelino fakes the shot, fires from a tough angle. Did it get in? And it does. Pasquale Candelino, 4th goal of the game as he comes in from the far goal line extended, gets past the double team, takes the tough angle, and puts it in behind Linares.
Solo scored number 5, Pasquale Candelino.
Candelino, great job on that shot. I was just noting how Winsner Etienne, number 25, had slipped off of his defensive assignment for the double team. And Candelino didn't care about any double teams. As the push-off is the call, that's going to go against El Balawan. So the Highlanders will get the possession off the face-off. As Marcos Pineda Perez has it, Highlanders lead by 4, 6-2. It's Costa now. Obtains the offensive zone. Feeds it to the far side. That's Avakian. Now Pineda Perez, top of the slot, drives in, looks for the shot, fires it, goes wide of the net, no. Bounced off of the far goal post. I couldn't find the ball, but it bounced out of bounds. Highlanders were the closest to it, over at the football 20-yard line, out of bounds. It's Reese Tierney now. Comes out of X, spins back. Looks to pass that one, I think, or take a really wild, awkward shot. Not a really high percentage shot for Tierney, though. As now Linares. Long pass downfield. I'll tell you, when number 6 is out there with the long cross, you're not going to get that. That's not going to work for you. As DiCarlo scoops that one right up. As now DiCarlo gets it checked out of the cross by Namir. As Namir now showing some speed, able to get away from DiCarlo. Foul is going to be called. I think that'll go against DiCarlo. Ball down on the ground now. And we will enforce that penalty now. Again, much like hockey in this case, fouls are called when the flag comes out. However, play continues until the stoppage of play. As Ben DiCarlo will head over to the penalty box. First man advantage for the Golden Tornadoes today. Just under 5 minutes remaining in the half. Highlanders with the 6-2 lead. See the freshman Jacob Medrano picking up that long cross from Ben DiCarlo. As Chance Path takes the shot right off the bat on the restart. Tried to catch the Highlanders napping a little bit on that one. Did not work. Good positioning, though, as Baptista was right there to maintain the possession. Now, Chance Path, he scored 2 for the Golden Tornadoes. He is their goal scorer so far. As you see now, Pineda Perez staying right in that slot area. You also see Giordano staying home as well. His Path driving in, gets surrounded by Highlanders, fires the shot, partially blocked. Whistle sounds. Malden will get the restart. See, the Highlanders have adjusted defensively, keeping an eye on number 12. Now Adam Namir with the ball. He's back at the X position. Trying to find Path on the cut. Instead, it got by him. Hussein tried the shot, and Medrano able to block it and smother it. Now the ball downfield in the Highlander offensive zone, but it's controlled by Etienne of Malden. As Etienne loses it for a moment. Trying to pick that one back up, and he's able to. Pineda Perez causes him to go to the turf. Ball on the ground, now picked up by El Balawan. El Balawan into the attacking zone. As Medrano checking him there. Very impressed with Jacob Medrano today. Getting the opportunity to start and play lengthy minutes. He's doing an excellent job out there. Nice work there by Giordano. As Giordano got the cross in there, he's going to be called for the infraction, but really good job not allowing Namir to get that ball cleanly. 3:20 remaining in the half, 6-2, the Highlander lead as they hit Path on the way into the goal. And very aggressive, Zach Gordon, edge of his crease, a little bit outside of it. Now Baptista showing some speed, but he can't keep it in the cross. As he spun away from the defense. Chance Path with it there. And Path unable to get a shot off there. And Gordon able to collect everything. As Medrano now sends this one downfield. Winds up with Paulo Linares. Goalie for the Golden Tornadoes, but his pass out, stolen away by Costa. Feeds Tierney over here on the near side. Tierney, though, couldn't quite get it in the cross cleanly, and it'll go out of bounds. Turnover to the Golden Tornadoes. 2:34 remaining here in the first half. Dante Bell will go over and get the restart for the Golden Tornadoes. Finished the first quarter with a score of 5-2. Scoring has come at a premium here in the second quarter. 6-2, the Highlander lead. Long ball downfield. That has not worked well for Malden, as Giordano has been able to is able to pull this one away. Giordano bringing that long cross all the way down. Got to establish in the zone, and they do as they get it down to Candelino. Candelino's in, fires that one, a flick of the wrist, and it's in the back of the net. As Malden asleep at the switch there on transition, Pasquale Candelino got it far side goal line extended and decided, what the heck, nobody's watching me. And was able to put it right in behind Linares. 7-2, the Highlander lead. 5 goals for Pasquale Candelino.
The Somerville score, number 5, Pasquale Candelino.
Highlanders showing great transition offense there, finding their scorer, their main man. Single covered, goal line extended, was able to just break by his single coverage and put it right in the net. As the infraction called there on the setup against El Balawan, Highlanders will take it, leading 7-2. Under 2 minutes remaining here in the half. That got over Costa's head. He'll chase it down. Tierney now at the X position for the Highlanders. He and Costa will switch out. Now back to Medrano. Medrano from X. Thinks about shooting, and he's got the goal! As the freshman Jacob Medrano puts his name in the scorer's book with a goal. Again, loose defense by Malden as the Highlanders come out of X and just able to fire it right past Linares.
Solo score, number 4, Jacob Medrano.
Mentioned earlier, Medrano having a very impressive game. Capping it off right there here in the first half with a nice goal coming out of X. 8-2, Highlander lead, minute 34 remaining in the half. As Pineda Perez, clean win there on the face-off. Can't quite keep it in the cross, though, as he goes into the attacking zone. And El Balawan will have it.
All right.
El Balawan now. Dealing with Candelino. A little forecheck action there for the Highlanders as Dante Bell now. You see there, Dante Bell, very athletic, very, very good athlete, but difficult time using that long cross, the physics of that long cross. So difficult to deal with. So I have just been informed that is Pasquale Candelino's 100th lacrosse point as the senior captain into triple digits now. With that goal, his 5th of the day. 100 total points in his career here for Pasquale Candelino. Just a tremendous job by Candelino. Now, Chance Path driving in, and Path finds the path to the goal as he gets his own hat trick with his 3rd goal of the game. Highlanders got to figure out what to do with number 12. He was able to break by Ben DiCarlo that time, uses his speed to get in, and gets it by Zach Gordon. 8-3, the Highlander lead, 34 seconds remaining in the half.
Malden goal, number 12, Chance Path.
El Balawan and Pineda Perez in the face-off circle. Highlanders would love to tack one on here. Pineda Perez looks to pick up the ground ball. Bumped off it there by Obalawan, and Obalawan gets called for the infraction. Now Costa will get the restart. 30 seconds remaining in the half. Highlanders looking to add on to their 5-goal lead. As Medrano, top of the slot here, brings it back to the near side. Reverses. Sends it back to the top of the slot. That's Costa. He likes that shot. Fires it. Blocked by Namir. Ball up in the air, down on the ground. El Balawan is able to come away with it for a moment. Highlander forecheck. Very aggressive there as Costa in his way as he fired that pass forward. And that will do it for the first half of play. As the Highlanders behind Pasquale Candelino's 5 goals his 100th point of his career as the senior captain, leading the Highlanders to an 8-3 lead against the Golden Tornadoes of Malden. We'll be back for second half action here on Somerville Ed TV. We are back here at GBL Boys Stadium as the Highlanders lead the Golden Tornadoes of Malden by the score of 8-3 here on Somerville Ed TV. Todd Harmon along with you for the second half of this game as we are underway with the face-off. As El Balawan able to come away with the face-off for Malden, a rare face-off victory for the Golden Tornadoes. That has been one of the stories of the game. Possessions, so the Highlanders have maintained most of the possession throughout the game. Pasquale Candelino, 5 goals in this game. He now has 100 points. His 5th goal was his 100th point as a lacrosse player here at Somerville. Just a tremendous achievement there by the captain number 5, the senior captain number 5. So we have a whistle. Infraction will go against Malden. A moving screen was the call. Ben DiCarlo with speed now. Downfield, enters the attacking zone, drops it off. Reese Tierney, goal line extended, loses it out of the cross, trying to pick up the ground ball. But it winds up with the goalie, Paulo Linares. It's his pass out of his crease, though, knocked around. You'll see some other Highlanders out there we didn't see in the first half. Number 1, Braden Hart, along with number 11, Colin Rosas out there. Joseph Giordano, good defense right there. As Path, the offensive force for Malden, surrounded by Highlanders that time. Fires that off wide of the net to the near side. Highlanders get the possession as Ben DiCarlo will get the restart. Highlanders dealing with some suspensions. A couple players suspended for the full game. Other players suspended just for the first half. As you'll see now coming out, Colin Rosas, number 11, will be out there. We'll also see Cash Hardy, number 7. He'll be out there as well. He's been out there. Braden Hart, number 1, as well. As coming out of the Cambridge game, the border battle turned into a literal battle, and the Highlanders serving some suspensions today. Highlanders coming away with the loss in that game. It's the flag down on the play. Malden called for the infraction as Salah Bawam heads to the penalty box. Highlanders will be up a man here. As Braden Hart with the restart here on the near side. Highlanders, due to those suspensions, got the opportunity for some players to get some playing time as Braden Hart, what a shot there off the screen from Candelino. Tough angle and puts it right in behind Linares as Braden Hart back into this game. Back out there on the pitch here in the second half, gives the Highlanders the 9-3 lead. Due to those suspensions, we've gotten the opportunities to see Reese Tierney out there for more time. Freshman Reese Tierney, he's got a goal in this game. Sophomore Matt Costa has been out there. He's had more minutes in this game than we've seen normally. And really great job out there by Jacob Medrano. All 3 of those players have goals. Medrano has been excellent maintaining possession as well. Wes Flores now in the face-off circle for the Highlanders. Pineda Perez had been taking those. Bandied about and battled for. El Balawan will come away with it, but he pushes off in order to get to it. Called for the infraction. Highlanders will get the ball. Story of the game, Malden just can't keep possession. When the Highlanders lose the possession over in the Malden defensive zone, Malden continues long passes out of their defensive end down to their offensive end. And the Highlanders, specifically number 6, Ben DiCarlo, want nothing to do with that. Ben DiCarlo, with that long cross of his, has been able to pick off quite a few passes. That shot goes wide. Highlanders get the restart. Candelino is back at X. As they work it around the perimeter here, Avakian with it. Feeds that one over. Flores, far side now, Tierney with it. Feeds Candelino again, back at X. Candelino, though, short on that pass from Tierney. Got caught between playing it on the bounce and not, so the turnover goes over to the Golden Tornadoes. Dante Bell, you see the speed there, as Bell sends Flores to the turf as he fakes him out. Pass down, though. Not executed properly. Cash Hardy in there battling for it with the long cross. Ground ball here. Who will come up with it? As Arafay able to come away with it. Yaya Arafay passes here to the near side. Wasn't able to connect up with Bowham. Out of bounds. It should go to the Highlanders. No, it will go to Malden, is what we're going to say. Bowham now with the restart for Malden. As Giordano gets in there with the cross, timeout is called. Timeout on the field gives me the opportunity to remind everybody about everything we have going on here in the spring season on Somerville Ed TV. Don't forget, we've got sports all across the spectrum, as we've got girls lacrosse coming up on Thursday the 16th. That will be against the Golden Tornadoes of Malden. We've got volleyball coming up on Wednesday the 15th, a huge game against Lynn Classical. That'll be 5:15 at Broon Fieldhouse. And we've got baseball coming up for you as well. That'll be after the spring break, as the Highlander baseball team currently in first place in the GBL. Don't forget, we also have softball as well. Highlanders falling, a very young Highlanders team falling to reigning champion Medford yesterday. We have coverage of that for you here on Somerville Ed TV as well. Don't forget, in addition to all the sports we have here in the spring, we also have spring concerts throughout the Somerville system of schools, in addition to moving on ceremonies and, of course, the big kahuna, the graduation ceremonies of Somerville High School. All of those are available here on Somerville Ed TV. Like, share, subscribe, mash those buttons. Make sure that you have called Uncle Artie in Altoona, that Aunt Gertrude. Where is Aunt Gertrude? What starts with a G? I'm not totally sure. But I'm not totally sure where she's located, but I know she wants to find out what's going on with Somerville Ed TV, so make sure you call her up, and she's mashed her buttons so she can follow Somerville Ed TV and Somerville Highlander athletics, as well as music, as well as moving on and graduation ceremonies. All of that coming up for you here in the spring on Somerville Ed TV. We're at 3,500 subscriptions. We want to get to 4,000. Help us out with that. Mash those buttons for us, as we are about to get underway here after the timeout. 8.5 minutes remaining here in the third quarter. Malden will get the restart on the far side. Chance Path with it. Path going to that forehand, looking for that forehand shot from the top of the slot. He's hit it 3 times for the 3 Malden goals. Great job there by Ben DiCarlo, turning him away. And then Path loses it out of the back of the cross. DiCarlo knocked that one past the football midfield line, so Malden able to reestablish. They need to get it to the 30, and they do. Breaking in is Arafay. As Arafay loses that one out of the cross, got checked away, but I think the Highlanders going to get called for a penalty on that one, as the flag comes down on the far side. Cash Hardy will head into the box. Malden will have the man advantage, trailing by 6 here in the third quarter. Restart by Arafay. Goal line extended on the far side. Chance Path now with it. Path will take that shot, and that got in as Path from way outside picks up his 4th goal as he bounced that one, just tucked it into the far side of the net. Right past Highlander goalie Joseph Giordano why am I saying that? Zach Gordon. I keep saying Giordano.
Malden goal, number 12.
Chance Path.
As Gordon, the other senior on the squad, Pasquale Candelino, senior captain out there. Zach Gordon, senior captain in the goal. Those are your 2 seniors. Young lacrosse team here for the Highlanders is Wes Flores, one of the freshmen, out there taking the face-off. We're seeing some really good work here by the freshmen on this team. Jacob Medrano, got to put a star by his name for his performance in the first half. A goal for Jacob, as well as an excellent job with possession and defense. As Rosas now. He and Candelino combine very effectively. Rosas comes out from X, gets checked, ball down on the ground. Ground ball picked up by Namir. As Rosas and Candelino with the forecheck there. Malden able to get it out to El Balawan. As El Balawan will obtain the attacking zone. He's got Chance Path right down here. Path loves to shoot. Big check right there as Ben DiCarlo combines with Giordano. Giordano sandwich, though, loses the ball out of the cross. Now Path picking it up. He's got DiCarlo checking him. Double team now at the football 40-yard line. As Rosas sends him down, whistles are going to sound. Highlanders called for that. Holding will be the call. Not a penalty box infraction, though. Just the loss of possession as El Balawan will pick it up. Defended by Rosas. El Balawan powering down, trying to drop it off to Chance Path. Once again, you see Ben DiCarlo with that long cross. He just does so well. He controls that long cross so well. Long pass downfield. Looking for the open man, it was Reese Tierney, but Tierney unable to get the bouncing ball. So Wisner Etienne picks it up for the Golden Tornadoes, and we have a stoppage as whistles sound. Restart now, Highlanders have it. It's Candelino, comes out of X. He's got 5 already, looking for number 6, fires that one wide to the far side. Highlanders were closest as Tierney was back there. Highlanders keep possession, 6 minutes remaining in the third quarter. Highlanders lead by 5. As Braden Hart will go back and get the restart. Now Hart coming out of X. Flores looking to cut. Now Candelino will cut to the inside. Hart thought about splitting and said he'll come from the slot. Puts that one into the back of the net. As Braden Hart comes out of X, gets to the slot, fires it past Linares, and the Highlanders lead again by 6 as Braden Hart gets his second of the game. 10-4 is your Highlander lead.
Somerville score, number 1.
Braden Hart.
2 goals in the game for Hart. Now Flores back into the face-off circle. He'll be battling against Waleed Hussein. And Flores going to get called, I believe. Or will it be Hussein who is called? As Hussein gets called for the infraction. Now Rosas breaking down the slot. He's open for the shot and puts it in as Colin Rosas, easy as can be, cuts down through the slot, fires the forehand shot over the shoulder of the goalie, Linares. And now the Highlander lead is 7.
Number 11, Colin Rosa.
That's Colin Rosas with the goal there. 5:34 remaining. Highlanders lead by 7, 11-4. Leo Fash into the game in midfield for the Highlanders here near side. Wes Flores taking this face-off for the Highlanders. And Flores, clean face-off win there. He's breaking in down the slot. Lost it out of the top of the cross as he tried to fire that one towards the goal. We're going to have a flag on the play. It's Flores, just a clean face-off win there. Came right downfield. Dante Bell will head over to the bench, and that is a non-releasable penalty. So if the Highlanders score, Dante Bell will stay in the penalty boxes. Braden Hart from the near side fires that one wide. Highlanders keep the possession. 5:19 remaining in the quarter. Man advantage remains. Now Candelino with it. Candelino comes out of X, looks for the shot, spins away from the defender, fires that one. Good block there by Hussein as Walid Hussein got his body right in the way of that shot. Came out of bounds. Highlanders get the restart. Hart with it now. Under 5 minutes remaining here in the third quarter. Highlanders with the 7-goal lead. Jacob Medrano will clean things up around the football 30-yard line. Feeds it to Wes Flores. Flores gets it all the way back to X, trying to get that to Braden Hart, but too high on that pass. So the turnover will go to Malden. .438 remaining here in the quarter. As Malden will get things started here. Ishmael El Balawan will fire that downfield again. These 50-50 balls that Malden continues to fire downfield. I don't think their percentage is 50-50 though, because Jacob Medrano addressing that ground ball beautifully as he flicks it up to himself. What a pass there as the freshman Medrano finds the senior captain Candelino for the goal. Candelino picks up his 6th goal of the game, 101 points for Pasquale Candelino in his career. And Jacob Medrano, he's got 2 points in this game as he's just beginning his Highlander career. What a pass there by Medrano as he found Candelino on the doorstep in transition. Really impressed with the work of Jacob Medrano today as the freshman is really showing out with a goal and an assist and an excellent job distributing the ball, holding on to possession as well. Face off here, battled for. And Pineda Perez comes away with it, feeds it down low to Candelino. He's on the doorstep again and he knows what to do. As Pineda Perez will pick up the assist that time. 7 goals in the game for Pasquale Candelino, 102 points in the career. As Pineda Perez picks up that assist, Highlanders feeding the captain. They lead by 9, 13-4, 4:14 remaining here in the third quarter. So Highlanders pulling away here against the Golden Tornadoes. Pineda Perez battling for it in the face-off circle with Baptista. Baptista gets checked off by Rosas. Rosas will chase it down. He's able to get it. And he will obtain the offensive zone and pull it back. Wide open is Candelino down on the goal line. As Rosas will assist, Candelino will score.
Pasquale Candelino with the assist.
That is 8 goals for Pasquale Candelino. As Rosas with the assist. They are coming fast and furious.
To number 5, Pasquale Candelino.
As Richie can't even keep up with it on the PA. Candelino just ripping off multiple goals in a row. Medrano, Pineda Perez, and Rosas assisting on those 3 goals. Face off now with Flores battling for it. Baptiste comes away with it as Baptista now loses it out of the back of the cross. Can't address the ground ball cleanly. Leo Fash can, and he's got it into the attacking zone for the Highlanders. As Fash feeds it over to Hart. Hart now, he'll pull it back. Highlanders with the 10-goal lead, 3:45 remaining here in the third quarter. Shot right there by Avakian. Wide of the net. Candelino at X, though, keeps the possession. Now Pasquale starting things. He might go unassisted here or try to. And Candelino is going to get called for the infraction there. As it will go over to Malden on that infraction. He's trying to figure out exactly what the call was. The illegal move with the cross. As El Balawan bowling down the field, loses it out of the cross though. The call on that was illegal offensive screening, by the way, by Candelino. Placing the cross near the head region, preventing any sort of safe way to check the player. And now Leo Fash with it. Highlanders with the 10-goal lead, 3 minutes remaining here in the third quarter. It's Fash. He's looking for his first goal of the game. Tried to find on the interior. Tried to hook up right on the interior there with Flores. Good save by Linares. As Flores was able to redirect that towards the goal, but Linares able to stop it. Highlanders get the restart here, again out of bounds. Malden with the turnover. It's Cash Hardy now. Trying to control, but lost it out of the cross. Turnover. No, not a turnover, as a matter of fact. Infraction was the call against Malden. As Salah Bauam was called for that one. Now Flores feeds Rosas. Rosas defended tightly by Degazons. Rosas all the way around now to X, looking for a cutter. Thought he had Flores for a second. Flores, though, tightly defended there. As the ball gets all the way past the football 50-yard line, that will go over to the Golden Tornadoes on the turnover. And here comes the goal scorer chance path. Defended by Ben DiCarlo. Highlanders need to help DiCarlo on this. As Path comes in, he gets picked up by the double team by Giordano, fires the shot, goes wide of the net. Malden will get it though. Now Arafe will get the restart. Arafe feeds Path, but poor feed there, not accurate at all, goes out of bounds. The Highlanders will get the ball. DiCarlo feeds it to Gordon. Gordon feeds it forward. Cash Hardy picks it up. Speed through the midfield for Hardy as he obtains the attacking zone. He's not happy with that. He's going to head down all the way towards X. Ball knocked out of bounds, out of his cross though. Couldn't quite get control of it. Malden will get the restart behind their net. It's Dante Bell with it. Bell has had the unenviable task of defending Pasquale Candelino all game, and you see Candelino not only an offensive force, but the forecheck right there, able to check the ball out of the cross of Bell. As he feeds Oliveira. Oliveira has it now. As that one pops out of Oliveira's cross right into El Balawan's. As Ishmael El Balawan now on the attack, gets it to Path. Chance Path fires that one. Good block there by Gordon. As Gordon got a piece of it and controlled it in his crease. Good job by the senior goalie. Gordon's pass off to Ben DiCarlo, a little high, but another quick reaction by DiCarlo. Good pass forward to Flores. Highlanders are on the attack with 30 seconds left in the third quarter as Flores breaks into the slot. Loses it out of the back of the cross though. Ground ball now, bounding about. As the Highlanders come away with it, Avakian had it. Avakian fires that one. Good save there by Paulo Linares. As Avakian had a good shot on it there. Now Avakian, nice block there of that pass. And Leo Fash driving in, and he's set down to the pitch just as the horn sounds to end the third quarter. Highlanders leading this one by 10, 14-4. As Pasquale Candelino, 8 goals in the game for Candelino. Multiple assists as well. Jacob Medrano got an assist, a beautiful assist down to Candelino. Pineda Perez also assisted on one of his goals, as did Colin Rosas. Braden Hart, 2 goals in that quarter, as well as Colin Rosas with a goal in that quarter. Highlanders now leading by 10, 14-4. As we look to move towards the fourth quarter of this game. Highlanders looking for their second win of the season. Of course, 10 wins get you into the playoffs, get you over 500. They are a quarter of the way through the season with only the single win, as they are 1-4 overall. So a win today against the Golden Tornadoes would help them towards that goal of postseason action. Of course, over on the girls' side of the lacrosse pitch, they are online for the postseason, their 4th year in a row if they're able to make it to the postseason this year. They're 3-2 overall, 2-0 in the GBL. They've got Saugus coming into Dilboy tomorrow at 4:15. Next game we will have coverage of for you here on Somerville Ed TV will be Thursday's game against Malden. That is a 4 o'clock start here at Dilboy Stadium against the Golden Tornadoes of Malden, as the Highlanders look to remain undefeated in GBL action in girls lacrosse. Baseball currently undefeated in the GBL as they lead the GBL 3-0 is their record. Big wins over Lynn Classical and reigning champion Medford. And over on the volleyball court, the Highlander volleyball team 5-3 overall, 4-1 in the GBL. They've got a huge game coming up against Lynn Classical. That'll be Wednesday the 15th, 5:15 at Broon Fieldhouse. We will have coverage of that game here for you on Somerville Ed TV. Will it be live? I don't know. But if you've mashed your buttons and signed up for notifications, you're going to know whether we're going to go live with that one on Wednesday, and you'll get a notification about it at around, I would say, 4:45 to 5 o'clock. If you have mashed your buttons, like, share, subscribe, sign up for the notifications, get those notifications, know when we have posted our videos and when we have special live coverage. We are at 3,500 subscriptions. We want to get over 4,000, so mash those buttons for us. We really do appreciate it. As we are about to get underway here in the fourth quarter, Highlanders with the 10-goal lead here against the Golden Tornadoes of Malden. Big face-off battle here as Balawan is able to come away with it. Balawan trying to get it to Dante Bell on the run. Another errant pass for the Golden Tornadoes. Possession That's been the name of the game. Highlanders have been able to maintain it. Golden Tornadoes have struggled. As that shot goes wide and out, Highlanders will keep the possession. Braden Hart was closest. Now Hart brings it out of X. Gives it off to Oliveira. Couldn't quite get it. Cleaned up by Rosas. It's Rosas. Here on the near side, gets it back to the X position. That's Braden Hart with it. Hart, 2 goals in the game, both in the third quarter. Hart gives it off to Pineda Perez. Couldn't quite cleanly get it in the cross. Now it's down on the ground. Dante Bell looking to get it, but Hart's going to come away with it, and he does. Hart feeds it to Rosas, top of the slot. Colin Rosas now. Breaking in, fires that one, that goes high. And I believe Malden will get that possession, and they will. Nice job by the goalie, Paulo Linares, as he was quick off of his line once that got past him. Able to get the possession for the Golden Tornadoes, as Dante Bell will begin things. Again, watch this transition. Bell, difficult time holding that ball in the cross. He's able to pick it up at the midfield mark, though. He carries it all the way down into the offensive zone. Good idea there, and Dante Bell finishes things off. As Bell, rumbling down the field, picks up the goal for the Golden Tornadoes. The first non-chance path goal of the game for Malden. Talked about it all game. Malden struggling with those passes in transition up the field. Dante Bell wanted nothing to do with passing that ball, so he brought it all the way down and was able to tuck it in behind goalie Zach Gordon. 10:28 remaining in the game. Highlanders leading by 9. Ball down on the ground. Pineda Perez looking to pick it up and win this face-off. And he does. And now he's driving into the attacking zone. As that one just knocked out of the cross at the last second. But Medrano there to pick it up. Freshman Jacob Medrano having a great game. He's got an assist and a goal today. He's done a great job getting ground balls as well. Feeds Hart behind the net. Now Hart. The defense switches up. Double team comes to Braden. They're able to get the ball away from him and out of his cross, but now Costa has it, top of the slot. He loves those long shots, fires that one, and it's wide of the net. Possession will stay with the Highlanders. Rosas will get it. Things started for the Highlanders behind the Golden Tornado net. You have an infraction. A penalty is called. As Degazones goes to the penalty box, Highlanders will have a man advantage. As Rosas feeds to the near side. Reese Tierney with it. Tierney back behind the net, X position. That is Braden Hart. Hart, far side. Oh, I strike that. That's Medrano in there, back at X. Hart's on the far side. It's Tierney. Feeds Rosas with the shot from the top of the slot. Goes wide. Medrano back at X. Highlanders keep the possession. Medrano will restart here. Feeds Tierney here on the near side. He's got to get it secured in the cross, and he does. 9 minutes remaining in the game. Highlanders with a 9-point lead. As Rosas fires that one, goes high of the net. Highlanders will keep the possession again. It's Medrano feeding here near side to Tierney. Highlanders taking their time here. We're finding their way through this man-to-man defense. As they look for Oliveira right in the middle in the slot there. Couldn't quite control it. He was immediately checked by Waleed Hussein. Highlanders keep the man advantage. No, actually man advantage is over for the Highlanders. But they keep the possession as Medrano with it now coming out of X. Medrano feeds Tierney. Tierney back top of the slot. That's Rosas over to Hart. Hart now, far side. Finds Medrano behind the net. Medrano very good at accepting the ball in the cross. Medrano now. Out from X. Fires that one. It's partially blocked, I think, and it deflected to the near side past the net. Highlanders keep the possession, though, as Rosas and Hart were back there. Again, Jacob Medrano back at the X position. Tries to come right around and fire that one. Comes off of the post, though, all the way out to the top of the offensive zone. Colin Rosas has it there. Rosas, he'll wind up, fire that one, and goes wide to the far side. Highlanders just treating it like a shooting gallery right now as Medrano back at the X position, able to keep the possessions. As Medrano feeds Hart on the far side. Dante Bell manning up against him. Now Rosas. Top of the slot, Braden Hart tries that. Dante Bell with the block. Bell trying to get it off the ground. Knocked away by Rosas, and he will pick up the ground ball. Gets it down to Medrano. Near side goal line extended. He'll go through X. Find the cutter right there is Tierney, but couldn't quite secure it in the cross. And Malden will get the turnover as Wisner Etienne, I should say, picks that one up. Flag is down. It's going to go against the Highlanders on the forecheck. The ball was knocked away. Rosas with a good check there on Arafat. But the Highlanders called for the infraction. I think Braden Hart's going to be sent to the box. Six and a half minutes remaining in the game. Highlanders with the 9-goal lead. Golden Tornadoes will have a man advantage here. As Chance Path, he scored 4 goals today. Top of the slot, Path tries that one. Goes wide of the net. Possession will go to Malden, I do believe. I think Baptista was closest. I think that's what I saw signaled, but I may be wrong about that. The Highlanders, Cash Hardy has it. Now Cash Hardy bringing it out of the defensive zone. You see the difference here. As once again, there's Ben DiCarlo, that long cross. He's able to reach that thing in there and get that ground ball away, that bouncing ground ball away. But then he lost it out of the cross on a check. So Malden will get the possession. Highlanders have done an excellent job in transition most of this game. Malden has struggled in their transition game. As you see Arafat with it now. His pass will go over to Dante Bell. Dante Bell looking to collect it in that long cross. Bell ran it into the attacking zone last time with it and was able to score the goal. This time he gets it checked away by Rosas, and Rosas will steal it. Now Rosas just some speed through the midfield area into the attacking zone. And he will pull it back out. Highlanders leading this one by 9. 5.5 minutes remaining in the game. Highlanders taking their time. Matt Costa feeds the far side. That's Avakian with it. Back to Costa. Leo Fash coming out to join the offense. Now Wes Flores will get it here on the near side. Defended there by Waleed Hussein. Back over to Costa. Highlanders just taking their time. They've got the lead here, 9-goal lead. Don't have to get too fancy. Keep the possession. As Tierney flashing out from X. Couldn't quite secure that pass from Costa. Battled about on the ground. As Wisner Etienne had it stolen away. And it will go over to the Golden Tornadoes. Last to touch it, I believe, was Reese Tierney there. Ishmael El Balawan unable to control it as Tierney fires that one, blocked by Linares. Possession will go over to the Golden Tornadoes as Dante Bell was back there. So Bell now. Watch the transition here for the Golden Tornadoes. Bell has been able to transition, but it's been through the use of his speed, basically, as the passing has been difficult. Good pass there as he gets it forward to El Balawan. Now El Balawan into the attacking zone. That's where Ben DiCarlo meets him. El Balawan bowling down through. Tries the tough angle shot, but Gordon is there to shut it down, and he smothers it with the big cross. Now Cash Hardy finds the cutting Ben DiCarlo. As DiCarlo with that big long cross through the midfield area. He'll bring it into the attacking zone. Looks to find Olivares on the inside, but just didn't connect up with him. And now Reese Tierney trying to collect the ground ball. Dealing with Etienne, but Tierney picked it up for a moment, then lost it again out of the cross. There he goes. So Tierney's got it now. Tierney with the feed to the interior, looking for Leo Fash, but it falls to the ground. Now Flores will pick it up. Flores fires the shot. It goes wide to the far side. Looked for a moment there like, yes, Malden's goalie, Paulo Linares, quick off of his line, was able to get the possession for Malden. 3:09 remaining, Highlanders with the 9-goal lead. Dante Bell, pass out, trying to connect up. I think he was looking for Ishmael El Balawan, but El Balawan was nowhere near where that pass was. Highlanders pick up the turnover as Joseph Giordano, breaking into the offensive zone, loses it for a moment out of the cross. Oliveira can't get it. Dante Bell will pick it up. Now Bell, using his speed, he scored on a fast break like this. DiCarlo tries to get in the way. Nice shot there, but Gordon says, no, sir. Good stop by Zach Gordon in the goal for the Highlanders. As Ben DiCarlo now with it. DiCarlo past the Golden Tornado defenders, flicks that one over. Just a nice little pass there, trying to connect up on the far side with Wes Flores. Just didn't quite get it into Flores' cross. So now Malden with 2 minutes remaining in this one. Arafat breaks into the offensive zone. Arafat's pass, though, trying to connect up with Britton. Gets by him. El Balawan will pick it up. As El Balawan Bowling over Matt Costa. Now he's going to bowl over Leo Fash. Trying to bowl over Giordano as well, but that's about enough of it as Highlanders come away with it. Leo Fash with it. It's Fash now through the middle zone into the attacking zone. It's met there by Dante Bell. He's got to get it to past the 30. Tried to pass it here near side to Reese Tierney. And too much time for the Highlanders. They did not get it across with control into the offensive zone. That's that football 30-yard line. Similar to a 10-second backcourt call in basketball. Turnover goes over to the Golden Tornadoes. It's Wisner Etienne with it for Malden. 1:05 remains in the game. Malden looking to cut into the 9-point lead for the Highlanders. As Etienne loses it out of the cross, Wes Flores with the check. Whistles sound. Turnover goes over to the Highlanders. Good job defensively there by Flores. As Colin Rosas brings it on up. Under 40 seconds remaining in the game. Highlanders leading by 9. They can just hold on to it here. As Rosas breaks in, he wants to get a second goal, and he will, as he finds the back of the net for his second goal of the day to go with an assist. Highlanders now lead by 10, 24.8 remaining. Clock does stop.
Somerville score number 11. Colin Rosas.
15-5, the Highlander lead. Been a very impressive game today for Matt Costa as well as Reese Tierney, both with a goal. Freshman Jacob Medrano has a goal and an assist. He did an excellent job working out of X as well as winning possessions for the Highlanders. Really good job by those underclassmen out there getting the opportunity today. Of course, all of it aided Pasquale Candelino as the captain. Candelino, 8 goals in the game for Candelino. Gets his 100th point of his career. As Giordano breaking in, couldn't quite keep control of it though, as it came out the back of the cross before the shot attempt by Joe Giordano, and that will do it as the Highlanders come away with a 15-5 victory over the Malden Golden Tornadoes. Pasquale Candelino, tremendous performance. 8 goals for Pasquale as he gets over 100 points in his Highlander lacrosse career. Braden Hart, 2 goals for the Highlanders. 2 goals as well for Colin Rosas. Excellent work by Reese Tierney. He had a goal. Matt Costa had a goal. And the freshman Jacob Medrano also had a goal and an assist as he had a tremendous game for the Highlanders. Tierney, Costa, as well as Medrano, I should say. Excellent work by those underclassmen as they got that opportunity to play today. Highlanders move the record to 2-4 overall, 2-1 in the GBL as Malden falls to 0-4 overall, 0-2 in the GBL. Want to shout out Ben DiCarlo as well. Didn't list his name. He didn't get in the scorer's book except with an assist on one of Candelino's goals, but he was tremendous throughout this game, forcing lots of turnovers with that long cross of his. Just a tremendous job picking up balls with that long cross. That will do it for us here from Dilboy Stadium as the Highlanders come away with the 15-5 victory. Thank you very, very much for watching at home. We really do appreciate it. Thank you, Bill Trudell. He is our videographer today. Joe Constantine, he's our director. My name is Todd Harmon, and you have been watching Somerville Highlander Boys Lacrosse on Somerville NTV.